Hey everybody, welcome to Blue Collar Whiskey Drinkers. I'm Robbie.
I'm Cody, and this is our guest Adam today for the show. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Adam.
I am the other cousin for this podcast, I guess. I work
Yeah.
for FedEx from 2 a.m. to 9 a.m. So this is pretty late for me, but I'm excited to do the
Wow.
podcast.
Yeah, that's a late shift, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
It's good to have you on the show, buddy.
yeah,
So
welcome
we
to the
wanted
show.
we wanted to bring a family member on for our first guest member, and
Yeah,
so Adam signed up, and we're happy to have him. So
definitely.
all right, everyone, we're going to be doing since this is St. Patrick's week. I know it was a few days ago, but it's St. Patrick's Day weekend. So
Yeah, we're a little behind. Next time we'll be
we're a
schedule.
little behind, but we're still doing an Irish whiskey this time. It's Teeling Whiskey, small batch, and I don't know if you can see it there. It's kind of a glare, but
Yeah,
that's what it
I
looks
got
like
that
there.
too.
Um,
There we go.
so this is again an Irish whiskey. It's 46% alcohol, and a little bit about the bottle. It's the aging process is a little different. They basically age the whiskey for 4 years in a grain, or 4 years grain whiskey, and then a 7-year malted whiskey, and then they blend them together, and then they ended up putting this whiskey into a rum cask barrel and aging it for another 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what we looked up on it. And this whiskey's just so happens, actually, this whiskey is in the same category as the categories we've been doing.
High West,
Legent, High West,
Jefferson.
the Jefferson that we just did last episode. It's a $35 to $40 bottle range that we've looked up, and so it's a pretty decent priced whiskey. So yeah, and we're excited to try it. Adam's never had it. I've had it actually once before.
Yeah, I've had it before. It's been a while for me, so
Same
I'm
here.
excited.
Same here. It's been a real long time since I've had it.
So when was yours bottled? I know I asked you that before the episode.
Mine was bottled January 2019.
Okay, yeah, mine was October of 2019.
Okay.
So
not
just a few months newer, but same year, which is pretty cool. So a little history on Teeling whiskey. So it is an Irish whiskey based in Dublin. Whiskey making and entrepreneurship has been Teeling's genes for the past, well, as far back as 1782. When Walter Teeling set up a small craft distillery on Marrowbone Lane in industrial heart of Dublin City. In 2012, Jack and Stephen Teeling, they're the latest generation of Teeling whiskey makers, they took over, and they've been putting their own mark on the whiskey business in 2015, they opened up the first distillery in 125 years in Dublin. So to me, that's huge, because all the other distilleries are old, hundreds of years old, and theirs is brand new. Right now that it's 6 years old, but it was the first one in 125 years. That's a long time.
Wow. That's some cool history there.
Yeah. So I thought that was pretty interesting, because it is an old company, 1782.
Yes, 1782. That's a long time.
Our country was 6 years old when they started up. So that pretty fun fact, or fun thing to know about the Teeling Irish whiskey.
Some fun history there. All right, so we're going to be trying this whiskey in four different ways. We're going to be doing a new one today. We're going to actually be trying a recipe on the Teeling website, and it's the tropical Teeling drink. So that's a new one we're going to be trying. We're going to be not doing Coke today. We're taking that out, and we're going to be doing on neat, on ice, an old fashioned, and then the tropical Teeling drink we found on the website. So and
Yeah.
our rating scale is going to be out of 5. So I'm excited to try the new tropical Teeling.
Yeah. So
Right.
so we picked this one. Cody and I kind of agreed on it over the week because it is a spring summer type drink. So with
Yep.
it summertime and it's spring now, summertime's coming up. This may be a good drink to go ahead and try out. There was some other ones that were specifically for autumn and winter, but we were
Yeah,
like,
they had a
we
lot of
could
good
push
ones.
back on those. Something else that we are going to do tonight, guys. We're going to pour it neat, drink it like that, get a few sips in, but then we're going to probably add a little bit more whiskey. Then we're going to add just a few droplets of water to help release
Some of the
flavor
flavors.
and
Yeah.
the alcohol and everything. So we will do that. That's going to be a little different than what we've normally been doing, but yeah, I'm excited about this whiskey. This is honestly been one of my favorite Irish whiskeys for a long time now. So I'm curious how we rate it.
To be quite honest, man, I haven't had this one so long. I don't even remember. I know it was good. I just remember it being good when we had it last.
I think it was almost a year and a half ago since I've had it.
Probably the same for me.
Excuse me.
To be honest, and like Adam's never had it, I believe.
I want to say the last time I had Irish whiskey was Jefferson when I had just turned 21 and I was drinking it like beer. And I'm pretty sure it was a Halloween party. I was dressed up as Oscar the Grouch and I passed out in the middle of the living room of some random guy's house in Adelanto, California. That was not a fun drive the next morning. I puked in my buddy's truck on the way home.
Well, you won't do this with this Irish whiskey.
Yeah, you're not going to do that with this. You were drinking Jameson, weren't you?
Yeah, I was drinking it like a beer. So it was like,
got it. Well, we'll be sipping on this one and enjoying it. So
yeah,
savor the taste.
You ready to go ahead and pour?
Yeah.
All right. So we'll do about an ounce and a half, Robbie, on this pour.
Yeah. Well, I brought one of my shot glasses in, which this is an ounce and a half. So
it smells good. You want to smell it?
All
right. Go ahead and pour your first.
I'm going to do a little bit less than an ounce and a half for the first drink.
Yeah.
And then I'll add a little bit more when we add the water here. So yeah, that's how much is in there. Not much at all.
Yeah.
You know, it does have a good smell. Yeah, I definitely pick up on that rum cask. And that was actually the cool thing on the notes. They did say that you would pick up on that, on the smell and everything. And even with the finish, you'll kind of pick up a little hint of rum and everything.
Oh yeah, you do get a little bit of that hint of rum. Definitely get some of that vanilla fruit.
See,
rum taste in there.
I was gonna say that I'm not picking up very much vanilla, but I kind of get a little fruit, a little spice.
Just a little bit in there.
Yeah, not much.
The wood's pretty good too. I get a little bit of the woody flavor or smell.
So, all right, guys, ready?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, bro.
Definitely has a spice to it. It's smooth.
You got spice.
But it is.
It's smooth.
You definitely get that spicy.
A little burn on the lips.
Yeah, little tingle on the lips.
It burns on the lips a little bit, but it doesn't burn going down.
Yeah,
I didn't get a burn.
No, a little bit on the lips, and that's it.
Yeah, it's just that spiciness. Wow. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more whiskey and do the water real quick, see if I pick up anything different. No.
You've got quite a bit still. You want a little bit more?
Right.
So we're going to dab a little bit of water in ours. Just a couple
I did
drops.
about 3 droplets.
Okay.
Mm. Even with that, the smell kind of is enhanced to me in a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Cheers again.
Cheers again. Yeah.
Oh wow, a lot smoother
Oh yeah.
with the water. Holy
Yeah.
crap!
Wow, that's a big notice, right?
Yeah, way fruitier.
The fruit went up. The fruit went up too.
Yeah,
Right?
it's definitely fruitier. I'm picking up a lot more on that.
Yeah, I like the water drops. That helped out. Actually, I didn't think I would notice much.
Yeah, me neither.
It's
Like
funny.
I do it whenever I try a whiskey or I have friends over. I always
Yeah.
add a little bit of water, but I didn't think it did that much to make that big of a difference. And honestly, guys,
It
if
was
you haven't done it,
it was noticeable on that one for
Yeah.
sure.
if
Not
you guys
all of
had any
them I
tries-
noticed. Yeah, there's some I don't notice it, you know,
Yeah.
as
Yeah,
much.
but honestly, I'm going to start doing that more often though, is trying it like we
Yeah.
do,
We'll
and
make
then
it.
adding some water.
Yeah, we'll make it. Yeah, that's another thing. I never just try it first and then
Yeah,
do the water. Like
exactly.
so that is really cool to see the difference. Right from trying it straight up and then putting a few drops. That's cool to do, to see the difference in the
Wow.
taste. It's pretty cool. So we're gonna be doing the water drops on every episode now, probably.
Definitely.
So
All
yeah,
right.
very good, neat.
So I'm thinking the guest needs to start us off, what he thinks about it, give us his rating. And then I will pick it up, and Cody, you'll be the last.
Should I do just start it up?
Yeah, tell us what you think about it, and just give us a rating from anywhere from 1 to 5 or 0 to 5.
Just whatever you think.
Should I do the decimal points and all
Yeah, whatever you feel it is.
that? All right. So for me on this Teeling whiskey, starting it off with neat, I would probably give it about a 3.8. I mean, I'm not really a professional whiskey drinker.
We aren't
to
either.
these
That's the
Yeah,
focus
we're
of the
not
show.
either, and that's
This is
the
my
beauty about
first
this.
drink with the group, so I would say 3.8 just because I have nothing else to compare it to.
Got it.
Yeah, true. That's honest, and I wouldn't disagree with your opinion on it. I will come in at a solid 4. Not far off. I think this is, especially when we added a few droplets of water. Like I was already like, okay, 3.8, 3.9, but adding that droplet of water, I think a 4 is good. I don't want to get too high at a 4.2, 4.1, but I think a 4 is a solid rating for this whiskey neat.
It's funny, we keep staying around this 4 range
Yeah.
for all these whiskeys, and
Well, and again, this is a different one. It's an Irish whiskey versus a bourbon.
yeah, exactly. And yeah, I mean, this compares pretty well with the bourbons as far as the taste. I like it. It
Yeah.
has a nice rum, kind of fruity rum taste to it that comes through, and the Irish, that hint of the Irish, the malts and everything. So
I will say this, it is a very good sipper. Just from the initial drink, I would love sipping on this.
yeah,
Which, I know that's how I've drank it in the past, but I think I'll appreciate it more adding a few droplets of water, knowing how much of a difference it made and actually tasting the difference. So this is a good sipper.
so I was right there too. I was my first thought in my head was a 4.
Yeah, I was going with 3.5 before we did the droplets, 3.8 after.
No, that's solid. And honestly,
that's
you're not having anything to compare it to, so that's good. I think
Yeah.
that's even with your rating, I think that's a solid rating for this whiskey. So
all right. So we're gonna do a 4 on this one
yeah,
overall, and the guest was a 3.8. Adam was a 3.8. That's pretty good. Pretty close. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So we want to go ahead and take a quick pause. Put this whiskey on ice, Robbie.
Yeah, let me go get a little ice cube or ice ball, and we'll be right back, everybody.
All right, we'll be right back. Hey everyone, blue collar whiskey drinkers, we're back. We just went and poured our whiskey glasses here. We got the on ice, the Teeling whiskey, and what do you guys think? You think this one's gonna go up or down on the ice?
I rarely drink my Irish whiskeys on ice.
I agree. I'm the same.
So it may go down. I'm gonna bet I'm not getting my hopes up on it going up, especially honestly with the Jefferson being that first one kind of down in a while. So I'm not gonna get my hopes up on this one and expect it to be good on the rocks. But let's see.
Well, let's see. Let's go ahead and
cheers.
Take a smell. Cheers, everybody.
All right.
Yeah. Very light, very smooth. It's almost like a light beer. I get that reminder of like, you know what I mean?
It doesn't taste like a light beer. It's just a reminder. I get what you're saying. I don't want the people to be like, a light beer, that's fucking disgusting.
No, I
like
know.
Whiskey to me though.
Yeah, no, it doesn't taste like a strong whiskey though. It's like a real light. A little bit of the hint of the Irish in there, the Irish whiskey flavoring, the taste that you get from it. Nice face there, Adam.
We were just talking about that. So
Adam
you guys
has
know,
a really great expression for tasting whiskeys. Every time I get a little chuckle out of it.
They were filling me in on it on the break there. So a little funny.
You noticed it.
Yeah. So
let's let Adam start off.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So on neat, that was neat, right? The first time?
Yes.
The first time was neat. Yep.
First time neat, 3.8. This time it went a lot smoother, at least on the first sip. The second sip, struggling a little bit. So I'll go with 3.5.
3.5. Huh?
Okay.
All right.
All right. You want to go ahead?
Yeah, I'll go ahead. Yeah, I mean, for me, it went down a little bit just because the flavor isn't there. Like, I liked it better neat for sure.
Yeah, no, I did too.
I like that little. I like the little warmness you get, and
honestly, I enjoy the spice on the lips.
I enjoy it a little bit, yeah, because it's like you know you're drinking a whiskey. Like this is like, it tastes good. It has a real nice, the rum still there, has a nice smell to it. The rum coming through, but it's still got that nice Irish taste.
Yeah.
But it's just a little less, and it's a little.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm going down a little bit. I'm going down like a 3.7.
Okay. So I went down as well. It's good. It's smooth. It's not my go-to though. I enjoy it a lot. Neat.
Mm-hmm.
I was sitting around to the 3.8 range. So 3.7, 3.8 is very, realistic. And, again, Adam, you were a couple notches below us on the neat as well. So stick with your score. I think that's solid. Especially you don't have much to compare it to.
Yeah.
To settle on a score, let me get one more sip.
Yeah, I just finished mine off.
Again, it is super smooth, but it's lost its flavor. I think 3.7. Let's settle on there.
Okay.
I think that'll be a good rating for this one.
3.7 on ice.
Yeah. And, again.
You know what's funny, man? I have not had an Irish whiskey in an old fashioned. Never.
So Colin and I make them. So we tried Proper 12. We've tried Jameson. That lambe I was telling you about.
Yeah.
We tried it with that. We've tried it with a couple, I think Bushmills as well, but they make a hell of an old fashioned, in my opinion. It's different.
Yeah.
I would almost label it an Irish old fashioned kind of thing because it
Yeah.
is different, but it is good. I enjoy it, and I'm honestly,
I'm excited to try it in an old
I think
fashioned,
this
yeah.
one's going to make a good old fashioned.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
with that rum and
Yeah,
the
the rum.
spice.
You know, that's a thing. It's a newer. It's kind of like, I guess it's not a newer thing, but I see a lot more whiskeys starting to do that rum, mixing with
Rum casks.
even wine barrels.
Yeah,
and
well,
stuff.
Tullamore even
know.
has their rum cask, and that bottle is pretty good. It's a cheaper bottle, but it's good.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Like we've had a couple that have been aged with some of the ones that we've gotten together, been like aged in rum barrels or whatever. But it's kind of being a newer trend right now, putting it aging whiskey in different kind of barrels.
Yeah, and I imagine with you saying that, I imagine it's been around a long time, everybody. So
yeah, but
you could correct us if you want. I don't care, but it is becoming more. Maybe we're just noticing it more, but I do feel like it's becoming more of a thing. Like Tullamore, I swear I never saw the rum cask until a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
This small batch, hell, I never knew it was a rum cask until we looked it up. So obviously it's probably been around a long time, guys. So I don't know. I think there's also more whiskeys out there now that are trying it, doing their own thing.
Exactly. That's the thing. There's new whiskey companies coming up and and doing new things, and I've definitely been hearing that. So that's kind of cool. We'll be getting new flavors, new kind of things with all these new whiskeys coming out with doing different aging processes.
Yeah, exactly. All righty. Well, you guys ready for an old fashioned?
Yes, sir. We're ready.
All right. Let's go make our old fashioned real quick. And then again, guys, we will be finishing off tonight, not with Coke, but the tropical Teeling or Teeling Tropical. I can't remember the exact name on it. When we come back and when we introduce it, I'll have the name down for you guys. But yeah, we'll be right back. You're listening to Blue Collar Whiskey Drinkers. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Blue Collar Whiskey Drinkers. I'm Robbie, Cody, and our guest tonight, Adam. We just got done making our old fashioned. This time we shook it. How many ounces did you guys do? I want to confirm. I should have confirmed beforehand.
4 ounces.
Total or
for the
each?
both of us. For the both of us.
Okay.
So 2 each.
Yeah. So 2 ounces of whiskey with was that half an ounce of simple syrup with a few dashes of bitters.
Yep.
I did a little orange flame and everything. Yep. So this is what mine looks like. Has a great color to it.
Yeah.
I had the ice crystals before.
Yeah, it has a nice color.
You guys came back.
Definitely looks good.
So, yeah. So
now,
hey,
we're going to be doing this rating out of 5.
Yes.
And again, we're tasting the Teeling small batch whiskey, and this is an Irish whiskey. So, cheers, guys.
Cheers. Damn.
Actually good.
Very.
What do you think?
Wow.
I think I should have been doing this all this time.
Wow. You know what's funny? I thought I made a bad one too. Like I was like, oh, dude, I screwed up on this one, but it's actually pretty good.
Very sweet.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
So my first drink was sweet, but after that, I think it was I didn't stir it while I was sitting here waiting on you guys, so that things kind of rose up. But after that first drink, I've been getting that spice pretty consistently, and it is amazing. I'm enjoying the hell out of this.
No, I think it's nice.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Again, I think Irish whiskeys, to me, they're.
What do you think, Adam? You like the?
You want me to review it right now?
No, I just like what are you getting?
Yeah, I could definitely down a bunch of these. in
Yeah.
one sitting.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with old fashions, they're dangerous to me.
For me too. They can
Like I get such a good whiskey taste, but it's also there's a sweetness to it. And like me, how I make it with the orange and the flame gives that nice citrus orange aroma.
Yeah. I dialed the orange down a little bit because I know Adam doesn't like too much orange in his.
I don't like the bitters. I like orange.
Because I've made them for Adam before, everyone, and he doesn't like the orange too much, so I kind of got yeah.
It's my favorite fruit, but it's overbearing on this country. But this is
No, it could definitely be overbearing.
Yeah,
I've definitely had it
I
before
definitely
overbearing.
miled it down on this one, so it wasn't so orangey, but it's definitely good. I like the orangey, but
Well, I know my oranges aren't as good as your freshly picked off your own tree orange.
yes.
California.
My oranges were damn near perfect. Like I sliced into the peel and I was like, damn, and I felt it. There was plenty of juice and I got a great flame on it. I was like, okay.
Yeah, mine was a little bit of a smaller orange, but it held its own. Did pretty good.
So when I listened to one of your podcasts, the High West, I think.
Okay.
The way you guys reviewed the old fashioned made me want to try it.
No, old fashioned.
Unfortunately, Cody's bottle was done by that time.
I know. I couldn't share any of it by that time. I was going to share some with Adam here, and
I
already
did I
finished
tell
it
you what
off.
happened with mine?
No.
So we reviewed that whiskey. I saved that bottle, and it was the next week. And we had Colin here, our buddies, Jake was here, and then Brett came down from St. Louis, and Mary Taylor, which is Brett's fiance, and Emily, which is Colin's wife, wanted old fashioned. So I made them 2 old fashions first, gave it to them. They loved it. Then there was just the 3 guys.
I remember.
Yeah. So there was the three other guys and me, and I poured it all out, and I was like, you know what? There's only enough for 3 batches, so I was like, I'm gonna make it all together. I started to shake, and then I was like, dang, it feels weird. I went to re-grip and just make sure my hand was on top so it didn't slip out. And no joke, it was right here. It just busted. I had a glass shaker.
He had a glass shaker. No, that's bad.
It just busted everywhere. And everybody was like, are you okay? Because I didn't even realize I was bleeding, but my hands were cut up from the glass. And I was just so sad to see that High West whiskey all on the floor.
And
well, and it was like, I was so excited for these guys to try the High West whiskey old fashioned.
Yeah.
And for it to end that way, I was just like, and then I made them with, I can't remember what I made it with, but it was good.
You were bummed.
It just wasn't as High West. And my little bitch ass had little Avenger band-aids around the few cuts I had. So
yeah, I remember you telling me that story. That sucks, man. But yeah, High West, Prairie, like Adam was saying, he made him want to try it. I mean, it is still, I still think it's the best way of having an old fashioned.
Oh, for sure.
Just since we've been doing the reviews.
How would you compare it to this one?
You know, go ahead.
American Prairie is definitely still my favorite. I like this one, but American Prairie is definitely.
So I was going to say
it's a good bourbon.
American Prairie's up here. This is it's close, but it's also a different taste. It's not your traditional American bourbon, American rye.
Yeah.
It is a different taste. It's unique in its own way. So again, I prefer the American Prairie one, but this one here, and I'm really curious on other Irish whiskeys as we go to try them. I really think we're just gonna have to separate them. It's gonna be hard, you know. We can't be
Yeah.
comparing an Irish whiskey to American bourbon.
That's too.
We can, but
we can, but it's really
it's not fair.
Yeah, it's a different taste.
Because again, I think there's Irish whiskeys neat that will blow some of these whiskey like American bourbons out of the water as far as drinking them neat. But then they're like drinking a bourbon on a rocks or say old fashioned, for example. They're just better in a sense. That it's a better taste, better everything else. So
yeah, and, you know, traditionally the ryes are what a lot of people use for old fashions, and we haven't done a rye yet. We'll be doing those soon, but you know, the rye flavor is supposed to be a good match with the old fashioned. So you know, we'll see when we do it which one we like better. I like bourbons, to be honest. I like the bourbon.
Me too. I definitely think we need to get, again, I know I'm going to say High West, but High West, some of their rye.
Before I started to come into Cody's house, whiskey was like an afterthought, but he's converted me.
Yeah.
I've tried about 20 different whiskeys at this point.
That's good. It's crazy. I remember thinking like, oh, I've had so many whiskeys. And then you just start to see how many whiskeys are out there. Cause I thought like, 20 different whiskeys. You're not even scratching the surface at that.
No, not really. No.
Like I've had so many whiskeys. There's some that I've forgotten about that I'll see the bottom back. Oh yeah, I've actually had that. But anyway, there's just so many out there. Like I'm excited to try them, but I know we've said this before, but
Dude, when we were at Total Wine and More, I was like a little kid in a candy shop. I was looking at it. They have a whole aisles and aisles of like whiskey, and I was sitting there like looking at all of them. Adam like already dipped out and went to the car, and I was like still looking for like another 20 minutes because I was just like, man, dude, there's so many I want to try, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
Definitely.
So,
I love whiskeys. Even if they're shit, I'll try them.
Of course. I mean, we got to try them all at some point.
We do. So, all right, Adam, you need to tell us what you think about this.
I'm going with a 4.6. I know that's a little high.
Whoa, did you jump up freaking?
I loved it.
Yeah, I love it.
I love it.
I done this in like 30 seconds.
I mean, he's
okay.
Yeah, he finished before me.
And as this podcast has been going on, I'm loosening up,
Okay.
But I think it's really delicious.
Is it my turn to be second on this?
Yeah, go for it, bro.
Okay. So I think this one is very unique when it comes to an old fashioned. It's not our traditional American Prairie or even Legent. Like American Prairie and Legent, they were so close. You could definitely, they both make great old fashions. But this is a different flavor. I'm getting the spice from that, I guess that rum, the little bit of the fruity. Granted, I have citrus in there, with the orange peel. But this one is just, unique in its own right. I got to go with, honestly, I've been kicking it around 4.2 and 4.3. I think I'm settling on a 4.3 for my score on this.
Nice, yeah.
So
yeah, I'm definitely moving up from from the ice. That was probably the
I definitely won't drink it on ice again.
No.
Or I wouldn't say again. I just wouldn't. It wouldn't be my go-to.
It would, yeah, exactly. I mean, it is really smooth. Like if it was a beginner drinker.
Oh, absolutely.
That someone that's new to whiskey and put them in a ice would be probably good for them to try that out.
No,
ice, but
I agree with that. 100%.
It goes down really smooth with ice. It's really, really good in the ice. Just loses a lot of flavor. So again, I'm gonna go ahead and say for the old fashioned for me, a solid 4.2.
4.2. You know, and that's, again, I was going back and forth 4.2, 4.3, but I'm trying not to let the bourbons play a factor into my scoring on this because it is a different whiskey. So that's why I bumped it up that one extra notch. What do you think? Do you want to average out at a 4.3 or drop it down to a 4.2 for the overall score between us?
I'll drop it to 4.4. But my comparable size.
Well, yeah, I think we should settle at 4.3.
Okay, so we'll settle at the 4.3 range on this whiskey, guys. As far as an old fashioned goes. So let me run it back for you real quick. So we tried it neat, 4.0, great rating. On the rocks, it dropped a little bit. It was very smooth. It was, you know, it was good. It just lost some of its flavor, and it wouldn't be my go-to for this whiskey. So it was a 3.7. Cody and I were pretty close on that. We agreed on 3.7 fairly easy. Old fashioned, again, it's it's unique in comparison to Legent and American Prairie. Would you guys agree?
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a different taste. It's easier to drink a little bit. Yeah, right.
For my very small sample size with whiskey, this is my favorite one with old fashioned. I don't remember what you've given me before, Cody.
Yeah.
Well,
this is also less orange than what you've used before.
So, Adam, you gave it a 4.6 or 4.7?
I dropped it down to 4.4.4.
Oh, you went back down to 4.4.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
After what you guys said, but
hey, listen, Adam, we don't want to influence you on your own rating.
Yeah.
Stick with your guns if you think it is that good. You could always come back and yourself and review it and lower it down for your own personal rating. For me, and I'm not going to speak for Cody on this, but for me, 4.3 solid. It's a very good old fashioned. I'm not comparing it to Legent or High West at this point. And I think with this Teeling Irish whiskey, it makes one hell of an old fashioned at a 4.3. So
yeah, I'm cool with that. I think it's 4.3, like I said. And it's just a nice flavor.
No matter what, we're saying it's better than the other two.
Yeah, it's my favorite way so far.
Yeah. So guys, we're actually going into our last drink of the night. I told you to have it down, and I lied. Let me go to it. They're cocktails.
Yeah, it's the tropical Teeling.
Tropical Teeling. Okay, so I was right for all that time. All right, so it's called the Tropical Teeling. We'll be making that with it's 2 parts Teeling whiskey,
2 ounces
quarter
whiskey.
Yeah, 2 ounces of whiskey, and then a quarter was half an ounce then of the pineapple simple syrup, and then 4 ounces of club soda. Is that correct?
A squeeze of fresh lime.
Squeeze of fresh lime.
Yep.
So we have not had this drink before, guys. So you're going to get our honest opinion on this episode for St. Paddy's Day for this Irish whiskey special. We were just thinking, you know what, let's go with a drink they recommend. And hey, if you guys like the idea of trying a drink that the whiskeys recommend, we could start doing that with a miscellaneous score type thing. And we'll have our neat, we'll have the rocks and say old fashioned, unless you want, you guys suggest something other than old fashioned, like a Manhattan or even, sweet tea and whiskey. Let us know.
Yeah,
we back Coke.
Yeah, we threw out Coke on this one because we wanted to try the tropical Teeling and get in. We don't want to get too many different drinks. Well, too many different drinks on one episode.
Oh yeah. Well, and Coke is Coke. Everybody's probably going to love a whiskey and Coke.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what it is. So I think mixing it up every once in a while, I think is good, especially on Irish whiskey, to me, I would feel very bad putting an Irish whiskey in Coke. I would.
I've done it. And it actually tastes pretty good.
I've never done
I
it.
mean, you haven't done it with like Jameson or anything? No?
No.
Never?
Maybe as a
Not
chaser.
Jameson Coke.
I have. It tastes good.
I believe you.
Yeah.
But you can't really go wrong with Coke.
Yeah, you
That's
can't
the
go
point.
No,
wrong.
I know.
I mean-
I've done other drinks. I've done old fashions. I've mixed Jameson with other things, even proper 12. But other whiskeys like this Teeling, I'm not. I would feel guilty. I would do it for you guys, but I'd feel guilty. I'll be honest.
The spirit of this episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
So with that all being said, guys, we're gonna go make our tropical Teeling real quick, and we'll be right back.
Hey everyone, blue collar whiskey drinkers here. Cody, we got Robbie and our guest here on the show, Adam. And we're back here with the tropical Teeling whiskey drink that we made here. It's a drink off Teeling's website that we were trying for the first time. And
Yeah.
so it's
Never had it before, so
yeah, we've never had it. It's kind of a new thing for us too, and we wanted to try it first time on the show with you guys and guys and gals and whoever else is out there listening. So
sorry, I'm getting mine stirred up a little bit.
No worries, bro. So we got 2 ounces of Teeling whiskey in here. We have a 1/4 ounce of pineapple syrup, which we made. And we also have 4 ounces of club soda. We have a squeeze of lime, fresh lime. And you can see we garnished it with a lime. And
Very
we
nice.
also have a big ice cube in there.
You guys are classy. I just threw mine in there.
So you guys ready to try this out for the first
Definitely.
time?
Happy St. Patty's
Happy
Day.
St.
Hey,
Patty's Day.
cheers.
Cheers,
Happy St.
everyone.
Patty's Day, everybody.
Not bad.
It's very smooth.
Very smooth, yeah.
Let me try it again.
It's good though, right? I think it's good. It's a nice smooth.
No,
drink.
it's dangerous. It's again, it's something I would drink on a beach or out in the sun.
You know, it's
It's
not
very,
like
it's very refreshing.
it's refreshing. It's not like the old fashioned is a little bit more sweet.
Yeah.
This is more like kind of dialed back, kind of just kind
Yes.
of a oh, what do you think? You know, like a martini. It kind of
Yeah,
reminds me of a
martini.
martini, you know, like kind of like straight up, kind of not too much going on.
Well, probably a dry martini type thing.
Yeah, not too much going on.
Yeah.
Drinking this
'Cause,
on
like,
the side.
I'll be honest, I make some hell of apple teenies. Fucking sweet as hell.
You got the nice like Irish whiskey in there
Yeah.
that's coming through.
I will say this. Michaela, my wife, and then her friend Caitlin, she came up from Mina today and she's staying with us tonight. They were very skeptical about this drink. But the funny thing is, trying it, I know for damn well both of them would go, "Oh, can you make me that?" Like, this would be a drink they
yeah,
would drink.
Kelsey's trying it right now. I made it for her. That's why
And
it took a little bit longer. And
guys and gals out there, this isn't like super sweet. Honestly, it's not even sweet.
no,
It's just a refreshing drink, and it is very summery.
very
it
summery,
fits.
right, Adam?
Yeah,
Like if you're sitting outside in the hot sun,
I
this
can
would
see myself drinking it at a poolside.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly,
Poolside,
exactly.
yeah.
poolside, beachside, lakeside, riverside, wherever you guys are at. Like, this is good in the sun. I already could tell that.
The lime flavor in there is really nice.
And it is pretty refreshing. Again, guys, so
It's easy to drink. Like I can imagine myself right on the beach,
Yeah.
just or on a lake, drinking it because it's so easy to drink and it's not.
oh, it's very summery.
Yeah,
I don't taste the whiskey at all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
honestly,
really. I taste the
don't-
Irish flavor, like that. You know how Irish got that
yeah, honestly, I will
Irish
say
whiskey
this.
taste.
The flavor I get out of this now and I haven't this entire time is the vanilla. I do taste a little vanilla or a hint of vanilla. It's not strong, it's not
Yeah.
overwhelming. I could taste that. I don't have the spice on this drink.
No,
I
the
don't
spice
have any
is
of the woody.
the spice is gone. The
Um,
woody's gone. The woody taste is
maybe a
flavor.
little fruity, but not even much on that. The whiskey
Where
is
does-
just
The club soda just neutralizes it.
Yeah, the
yeah.
club soda. Yeah.
It has to. But again, guys, just go to Teeling's website. They have this recipe on there. That way you don't have to follow our directions 100%.
Yeah. And
Because
that's what
they
I
talk,
did. I literally went step by step
yeah, that's what I did.
right on the website there. And
So it is 2 parts, which is 2 ounces of the Teeling whiskey with a 1/4 ounce of pineapple simple syrup
yeah,
or pineapple syrup.
that's why it's not so sweet. Like you got
Yeah.
just a 1/4 ounce of that simple syrup, like
Yeah.
pineapple in there. And you
And
know
you
what?
could probably make it sweeter with that
I-
pineapple.
Just barely taste the pineapple. Like it's a little there.
I hate pineapple. I don't taste this at all.
Like that's what I mean. Like it's
Yeah.
barely a hint of the pineapple in there.
So you mix those 2 together, you stir it for a while till it's
A little bit.
mixed. You throw the ice in there. And then once you add the ice, you add the 4 ounces of the club soda and the squeeze of the lime, garnish it. You're golden. It's very quick once you do it. Honestly, if you told me to go do it right now, I could do it a lot faster than
Yeah, the first
following
time. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this would be a very easy drink to make during the summertime with your friends over and everything else. Sitting by the pool if you guys have a pool or you're out on the lake, wherever you're at. So
So how much whiskey was in this one?
2 ounces.
2 ounces, not much.
4 ounces.
Well,
of
it's
club soda.
about the same. Yeah, it's about the same as the old fashioned. So
So we pretty much polished off that bottle.
both of you, yeah.
Yeah.
With Kelsey.
Kelsey had I made her a glass of the tropical teeling, and that pretty much
Finished it off.
Finished it off, yeah.
And yeah, if I had somebody else here drinking with me, I'm sure I would finish off the bottle. So I'm actually excited to see what the girls think about this tropical teeling.
Do you like it better than the
No,
old
no, no.
fashioned? No, he does not.
But it's
So
So
Cody, this is what I was thinking. Since we are going different, I think this one needs to be just kind of rated on its own, separate from our overall rating. We need to go back once we rate this and do our overall rating with the neat, on the rocks, and old fashioned. What do you
yeah,
think?
I think that's a good idea.
Because this is our first time having this,
Yeah, it's a new
it's
new tasting for us.
we're not going to do this, say, with a High West or a Legent. We're
No.
not. So,
You know, we might even be able to do a coat test just on the side.
yeah.
Throw it in there for
Hey.
everybody.
Message us on Instagram or wherever you're listening to us at YouTube. Please post a comment like, hey, yeah, can you guys go back and try it on Coke?
Yeah.
I'll be glad
let us
to.
know.
This is a good whiskey. I love the whiskey.
Yeah.
I'll
same.
buy it again, for sure. I've bought it again. I bought it multiple times now, but after reviewing it and just going over it and talking about it, I would, without even giving the final score, I would buy it again.
Yeah,
for sure.
definitely. It's a good Irish whiskey. So, now
That is a refresh.
we're gonna let the guests rate what they think this is first, right, Adam?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we're going by just this particular drink,
Yes.
just this review, I would put it at about a 4.4. but for the actual taste with the whiskey that we've chosen, it's because it's so neutralizing of the taste. It has to go down to 4.1.
Okay. You know that honestly, I'm with you on probably that 4.1, 4.2 range with this drink. I would agree with that. It's very refreshing. I would drink this during the summertime. If I was out mowing the lawn and my wife was like, "Hey, do you want a drink?" I'm like, "Yes, can you make me that tropical Teeling?" This would be super refreshing. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, my rating would probably go up being in like 90-degree weather, mowing my damn lawn or doing outside work, whatever the case may
It's
be.
just so easy to drink.
It's like 57 degrees outside. It's cloudy.
Yeah, that's how it is here. So this drink is definitely a summer drink, hot weather. You're on the lake, wherever. This would be so refreshing. I already know it. So I think a 4.1 would be solid for this one. I'm gonna settle it there. 4.1.
Yeah, I'm close up on that 4.1, 4.0 scale. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna settle at a 4.0, but
Okay.
I like it as much as I liked it neat. Not to lie, like I did like it neat, and I don't know.
I'll
We
agree
should really
with that.
be like comparing the two,
But no, I agree with that as far as this tropical Teeling goes. Sorry, I'm not bumping my camera.
maybe yeah. I mean, to be honest, 4.1. Like, I mean, 4.0.
I'll try with a little dab.
It was good with the four, like, yeah. I'm torn, man. I think it's really good to the, the scale of the neat, really.
Yeah, no, honestly the neat though was very good. I love it neat. If I'm gonna come home, long day, pour myself a drink, this would be a bottle I would grab. On the rocks, I wouldn't. Like, I would do it again just because of the smoothness of aspect of it. It just lost its flavor. Old fashioned, it makes one hell of an old fashioned. This tropical Teeling again. If I have a bottle,
In the summertime, this is going to be a 4.2.
yeah,
But
summertime,
if it's not
4.3,
summertime,
4.4, I'd be up there with that one.
yeah, if it's not summertime, this is going. I'd rather have it. I neat, maybe 4.0. So
I mean, even the name is tropical.
let's put it at 4.1.
Okay, no, that's what I got written down here. 4.1 on our tropical Teeling.
It's a
very
great
good.
summer drink if it's hot weather. I think
Yes.
this would be a really awesome drink to be drinking out there on the, in the hot weather.
Yeah.
So,
All right. So we did talk about briefly before we went into the tropical Teeling, guys, rating this whiskey neat, on the rocks, old fashioned, instead of, we don't have the Coke tonight to throw that in there. So we have a 4.0 on neat, 3.7 on the rocks, 4.3 old fashioned. I'm gonna settle right in the middle at a 4.0.
that's
Maybe
what it is. Yeah.
a strong 4.0 on the verge of going up to a 4.1.
It's a 4.0.
Yeah, no, it's
right
a strong
on the dot,
4.0. Overall, strong 4.0. For my opinion, strong 4.0 on the verge of 4.1. It's a strong whiskey. I do think drinking it neat, we would have probably, if we drank it a little longer, I know we say that a lot, but where I say it a lot, I would enjoy the hell of it out of it. Probably the more I drink it. So,
Overall, what do you feel this whiskey would be rated at? I know you don't got a whole lot to go off, but
I'm going to 3.9 overall. 3.8.
3.9, 3.8. All right. I
so
mean, that's close to what we're feeling. 4.0 is not far off from that.
yeah,
So old fashioned is just like
The old fashioned is really good.
yeah. So Cody, you agree on the 4.0?
Overall, yeah, 4.0.
Okay. We'll definitely do the 4.0 on this.
We've been picking some good whiskeys. We haven't picked it one of those ones that dropped off, too bad. We'll
get there.
We'll get there.
I'm not looking forward to those days because I have a feeling we're gonna hit like
we
5
know-
or 6
we
in a
definitely
row, and we're gonna be like, shit.
we definitely know of some bad ones or some lower scoring ones for sure, but we haven't had them on the episode yet. But it was a pleasure doing this podcast with you guys, and
joining in.
Thank you, Adam, for joining our show.
Yeah, thank you, Adam.
Blue collar whiskey drinkers here, and happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody, and we're off.
We'll see you in the next episode.
See you in the next episode.